It was a bright, early morning. Mr. Fox woke up and went to wash his face. Since he was feeling a little hungry, he went to prepare some breakfast. He prepared fruits, some cheese, a fried egg, and some veggies. He looked around for some bread, but couldn't find any. No problem. He'll go to the bakery and buy some.
I guess I need to buy some bread from Mrs. Flute's bakery. Then I can have my delicious meal. I'm very hungry. I'm sure glad the bakery is close by. I won't be needing my car.
Mr. Fox decided to walk to the bakery. He really enjoyed the early morning breeze. And on his way...
Good morning, Mr. Fox!
Oh, Mr. Falcon! How are you? Are you getting enough sleep?
Yes, I can sleep most anywhere now, and it's all thanks to you, Mr. Fox.
Glad to hear that, my friend. See you around.
When Mr. Fox finally reached Mrs. Flute's bakery, he found a long line of customers. He got in line and patiently waited his turn.
Wow! Looks like everyone wants bread.
Slowly, the line was moving up, and Mr. Fox got closer and closer till he finally reached the counter, where a very tired Mrs. Flutes was waiting. He was her last customer.
Hello, Mr. Fox. Here you go.
Hello, Mrs. Flutes. You look really tired.
Yes, Mr. Fox, it's becoming more and more exhausting.
Why?
The number of customers has increased lately after I upgraded both the bakery and the quality of the bread that I produce.
That's great.
I know it's great, Mr. Fox, but the thing is, the rate of bread production is really low. Well, compared to the number of customers, that is.
But why is the rate of production low?
Well, Mr. Fox, grinding the wheat takes loads of time and effort. Sometimes it takes over a day or so. That's basically why everything else gets delayed.
What should we do to solve this problem? Okay, Mrs. Flutes, I will head home now and eat my breakfast and try to think of a solution. And I'd like you to pass by my house tonight. I'm sure I'd figure something out by then.
Really, Mr. Fox? I can't wait to hear your solution. I'll come by your house as soon as I get off work.
Okay, see you later, Miss Flutes.
See you later, Mr. Fox.
Mr. Fox went back home to have his breakfast.
Miss Flute's bakery is truly the best. I have to solve this problem, or she won't be selling any more delicious bread.
With that in mind, Mr. Fox went to his workshop to give it some thought. Finally, he had a great idea.
That was a long day. I should head straight for Mr. Fox. I'm sure he would have solved my problem by now.
That must be Miss Flutes. Hello, Miss Flutes. Come inside.
Hello. Were you able to find a solution to my problem, Mr. Fox?
Well, why don't you try this new invention?
A new invention for me?
That's right. I made it specially for you.
That's wonderful.
It's a grinding machine to help you grind wheat quickly.
Brilliant. But how will it help me?
This machine is used to increase the rate of grinding the wheat, which is used to make the bread. So you can use it to grind a whole kilogram in no more than 5 minutes. And with that, the amount of time needed will decrease, and you won't be too exhausted.
I'm really grateful to you, Mr. Fox. I have no words to express my gratitude.
Friends help each other, Miss Flutes.
You're really kind and generous, Mr. Fox.
I want you to start using this new device tomorrow, and I will call you to check in every once in a while.
Okay, Mr. Fox, I will. I'll be going now. Thank you again.
Goodbye, Miss Flutes, and have a good night.
And so, Mr. Fox waved goodbye to Mrs. Flutes. Then, he sat on his comfortable sofa. He looked out his window and admired the jungle he lived in for so long. He happily thought to himself,
I love helping my friends.
Mr. Fox was known for his kindness in helping others. Everyone went to him for advice, even Woody, the jungle carpenter. After being assigned the task of building a really big ship, he went to Mr. Fox, seeking his wisdom. Mr. Fox listened carefully to what Woody had to say, and in turn, promised to help him. He started a research on shipbuilding, and after hours and hours of hard work, he finally got it.
Yes! I've got it! But there is something I need to check first.
Mr. Fox went for a walk in the jungle, looking carefully at every tree on his path. Then he stopped in front of one and said,
Yes! That's the one!
Immediately, Mr. Fox took a paint bucket. He wanted to mark the tree, so he wouldn't forget which one it was. After that, he got into his car and drove off. When he got home, he called Woody to tell him that he had found the perfect solution to his problem. It only took a few minutes before...
Oh, Woody, right on time.
Come on, Mr. Fox, tell me.
Okie dokie, come in. I finally figured it out.
I never doubted you, Mr. Fox. I was sure you'd be the one to help me find an answer to my problem.
Oh, don't mention it. Here you go. These are blueprints. They're guidelines that will help you learn how to build a ship easily.
Woody started reading the blueprints thoroughly. He knew most of what was written in it, so he looked up and said,
It's a lot easier than I thought. Thank you so much, Mr. Fox. Oh, but Mr. Fox, what about the materials that I'll need to build it?
Here's a list of all the materials you'll need.
And what about the kind of wood I should use, Mr. Fox?
I did extensive reading, and I found out that our ancestors were famous for using teak in the process of building ships, as it's really stiff, strong, and it can also be shaped to have wide planks, which would help the ship to withstand the waves of the sea.
But
I know you don't know what teak is. Not everyone does. But come along. I think it would be better to show you the tree I found earlier in the jungle.
Our jungle?
Of course! Everything you dream of can be found in our beautiful jungle.
Mr. Fox got into his car with Woody by his side and drove off. They headed towards the tree that Mr. Fox had marked earlier.
Here's the tree.
Huh? I have loads of that wood in my store, but I never knew that I could use it to build ships.
I didn't know about teak either. But with a little bit of research, everything is open to you, my friend.
Mr. Fox, I can't thank you enough. I'm really happy right now. I'll never forget what you've done for me.
It's my pleasure, Woody.
Now that I know what I should do, I'll go back and start building that ship for Nate as fast as I could. Thank you again, Mr. Fox.
So, after helping his friend, Mr. Fox got into his car and drove away happily. You know, it's true what they say. A friend in need is a friend indeed. It was a beautiful morning. The sun was shining brightly over the jungle. And seeing how nice the weather was, Mr. Fox decided to go for a walk. The birds were twittering, the bees were humming, and the flowers smelled pretty. As Mr. Fox was passing by Bingo's house, he saw him doing something really strange.
Bingo! What are you doing?
I'm storing my favorite fruits to eat during the winter.
But you can't just bury them. They'll soon rot.
But what can I do, Mr. Fox? They only grow in the summer, and I love to eat them so much.
Mr. Fox thought about it for a while. What could he do to help Bingo?
Don't worry, Bingo. I think I have an idea.
Really? What is it?
You'll have to wait and see. I'll just run to my workshop, and I'll be back before you know it.
Okay.
Mr. Fox went back to his workshop and gave it some thought. After calculating all the details, he started to gather the things that he needed. Then, he took his toolbox and his car keys, and of course, the glass plates. He put them all in his car and was on his way.
What's all this for?
It's a surprise.
I can't wait!
Mr. Fox was almost done, and Bingo was watching him, looking slightly puzzled.
Here you go. You'll never miss pineapples again.
So I can store them in here?
No. You'll grow them in there. This is called a greenhouse.
But it's not green, it's transparent.
No. It's called green because we can grow green plants and fruits inside it whenever we want.
Oh, so now I can have pineapples whenever I want?
Yup. Anytime you want.
Awesome! Thank you, Mr. Fox.
Glad I could help.
Here, this is for you, Mr. Fox. It's the best one I've got.
Oh, that's very nice of you, Bingo. I love pineapples.
Now you and I can eat them anytime we want.
After helping out his friend, Mr. Fox went back to enjoy the rest of his day. It was past midnight. Mr. Sleeperson Koala was on his way home from work. The streets were empty and quiet. He was falling asleep. He tried really hard to keep his eyes open, when suddenly the car stopped for no reason. And Mr. Sleeperson didn't wake up, as if it was the hibernation season.
What is that?
Mr. Sleeperson fell asleep on his driving wheel. The horn was too noisy for Mr. Fox to bear. He tried to block the sound out, but it was no use. He pulled his cap over his head, put earmuffs, but it was all in vain. He couldn't bear that horrible sound any longer.
What a horrible sound! Who could it be this late at night? Oh no! Mr. Sleeperson! It's you again! What brought him here this time of night? And he slept on the driving wheel! Excuse me! Mr. Sleeperson! Hello? Hello? Oh, that's enough!
What? Where? What time is it?
It's 2 in the morning. And you fell asleep on your driving wheel in front of my house.
Oh, Mr. Fox. Hello. Oh my, it's 2 a.m.
Oh, you noticed?
So how can I help you, Mr. Fox?
Help me? Help me? You're the one in front of my house.
What am I doing here?
I don't know. You tell me. I was fast asleep when I woke up to that horrible sound of your noisy horn.
Oops. Sorry. I must have fallen asleep while I was driving again. My bad.
Never mind that. Could you please drive all the way to your own house without falling asleep or bumping your head against the horn?
Oh, sure, Mr. Fox. Have a good night.
Good night.
But as Mr. Sleeperson tried to start the car, it wouldn't start.
Huh? Oh, man!
Oh, Mr. Fox. Wait. Help!
Now what?
The car won't start.
Is that so?
Can you check it for me, please?
Of course!
Mr. Fox walked back to the car and started to check it out. Everything seemed fine. However, when he lowered the hood cover, he found Mr. Sleeperson sleeping in the back seat. He couldn't control his anger. He banged the hood cover. But Mr. Koala was still asleep. Mr. Fox decided to hop into the front seat and try to start the car himself.
Huh? Mr. Sleeperson! Your car is out of fuel!
Who? Where?
Your car is out of fuel!
No way!
Oh,
What will we do now?
you have to fill the tank!
Okay.
Mr. Sleeperson!
What?
Wake up! I'll fill your tank for you. I have some fuel in my house.
Oh, that would be great.
Mr. Sleeperson, it's all done. You can go home now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Oh, not again!